Hello everyone, we are Group 2 and in this presentation, we will present our project charter for developing web-based class booking system. Let's begin from the purpose. In this section, our project aims to improve the efficiency of the classroom booking process at UNESA by eliminating manual, visit-based coordination currently handled by administrators. This system reduces the administrative burden, making the class booking process faster, more transparent, and integrated in real time. This initiative also supports UNESA's digital transformation in academic service by providing access to accurate classroom information and more efficient approval process for lectures. For example, here we have two primary users. First, we have Sidane, a student who serves as a course supervisor, who needs a quick access to class booking and real-time room availability. And second, we have Udi as a lecturer who needs a simple system to approve or reject class booking. To this system, both parties can interact efficiently without having to wait for admin response, which can often take a long time and potentially lead to a miscommunication.
So let's jump into our objective. So basically we're gonna build a web-based class availability and booking platform for UNESA to replace their manual spreadsheet, provide transparent real-time room availability, and run a role-based workflow where course PIC student request booking and lecturer to approve, thereby reducing admin workload and spreading approval.
The project focuses on the development of a class booking website integrated with UNESA SSO, and the goal is to streamline the classroom booking process specifically for academic use. But there are several key features that we will be developing within the scope of this project. The website will have a class booking system that is accessible only with UNESA accounts, and this ensures that the platform's use is limited to the academic environment. We have divided access into two main roles: the student as the requester, the lecturer as the approver, and it's important to note that the only course PIC can request and book classrooms. And every booking request submitted will go through an approval process by the relevant lecturer before the booking can be finalized. We also provide an option for the course PIC to cancel or release a booked classroom if the offline class session is no longer happening. This will help optimize classroom usage. To ensure accurate data, the system will be synchronized with CDF for course and PIC data. Additionally, there is a cancellation feature that can be used if a booking is no longer needed. While many features could be developed, it's also important to understand what is not included in the scope of this project. This is to ensure we maintain focus and efficiency during development. This project only covers website development. We will not be developing a mobile application, and the website will be web-based only. The system can only be used by students and staff with UNESA accounts. Access for non-UNESA is not included in the project scope. Integration with any system outside of CDA and UNESA SSO will not be done at this stage. And classroom scheduling will remain a manual process for users. The system will not have an automatic scheduling feature. The system is specifically for booking classrooms for academic activities. Scheduling for non-academic events is not included in its functionality.
For the deliverables, tangible results that we expect to be produced are the website of online class booking system with its data sources and database system on December 5, 2025, also with technical documentation and user guide document on December 19, 2025.
So here's our stakeholder. The first, that is Vice Rector, act as executive sponsor, gonna set direction and sign off key decision. Then there is Dean, gonna define user need or specs, scheduling rules, lead changes, and conduct UAT. And the third, there is lecturer, gonna approve or changes class which already booked. And then our main stakeholder, the student course PIC, which book and changes the class. And that is our project manager. We're gonna keep development aligned with our proficient. Then UI UX designer, gonna plan and lead system development. Then there is system analyst, which determine user needs, and technical front-end developer, gonna build UI or client. Then back-end developer, gonna build server or database. And the last one, there is QA engineer, Gonna ensure the system meets specs and runs reliably.
So the timeline of this project, we will be taking time around 4 months, starts from initiation on September 19 until system launching on December 22, 2025. The development phase starts from project initiation, which is create project team and charter document. Next, we will prepare project needs, requirements, and specifications. Then we will design the website with wireframe, UI/UX design, and system design. Next, we will develop the main features, then the database and APIs. After that, we will integrate the website with UNESA SSO system. Next, we will test the system so we can know the website performance and problems to be fixed and improved before being launched. Last, we will close the development phase with system launching.
I will explain about the budget estimate section in the Smart Campus Booking Class system. So as you can see in chart, we are really dedicated to our investment in 68.5% in system development and integration, the rest of it around 18.9% in testing and quality assurance, which ensure the system will save and run smoothly. Also, the 12.6% we allocate at emergency funds. And next, I will explain about the detail on the three categories. The first place we have system development and integration, included UI/UX design, back-end development, and also front-end development. In our first category, we also have to make sure that in data integration in this booking class system and campus website are connected. And the second category, especially for testing and quality assurance, before this booking class system will be launched. Here, we have to make sure that the website already bug-free and can be accessed by multiple users. Last but not least, we also prepare the emergency funds around 12.6%. Because we all know that in a big project charter or plan, there will be always unexpected plan or changing plan. Well, this emergency fund still in our hands to overcome that.
And now we explain the key assumption and risks of our project. So let's begin on to the risks. Based on our assumption and experience, we address the potential risks that could impact the project success, and for each risk, we have prepared both mitigation strategy and a contingency plan. For the first risk is the technical risk, which is the SSO complexity and the impact is high, and for that, we mitigate to sprint one focus on SSO prototype, and contingency are done by reallocate team to finish integration first. Second is the schedule risk, which is the scope creep, and the likelihood is high. For that, we prepare to mitigate by strict change management, and contingency are done by negotiate timeline, budget, and feeder swap. For the third risk is the resource risk, like developer unavailability, and the impact is also high. For that, we try to mitigate by pair programming and documentation, and contingency are also done by hire freelance or reassign tasks. Fourth is the operational risk and is user resistant, which the impact is high, and for the mitigation, we prepare user involvement in design with the benefit of promotion. And contingency also done by help desk and quick feedback improvements. Fourth is the financial risk, which is the unexpected cost. For that, we mitigate the allocate the budget around 10% of contingency with bi-weekly tracking, and contingency are done by request extra funding or trim non-critical features. Now let's move on with our project assumption. These are the conditions we believe must be true for the project to proceed as planned. First is the access to UNESA SSO system with the assumption They have full access to SSO API and documentation within 2 weeks. For the mitigation, we prepared the early technical meeting with PPTI, and the contingency are done by temporary email login system. Second is data access from CDIA, which is including courses, student and lectures within 1 month. For the mitigation, we prepare to map all data need and request access day 1. And for the contingency are done by manual data import for initial setup. And the last is the user adoption, which is around 80%, including lecturer and reps use the system in 1 month. For the mitigation, we prepare to do user testing, tutorial, and frequently asked. For the contingency are done by conduct survey and training if usage is still low. By identifying our assumption and risk early, so we ensure the project stay on track within scope and adaptable to change. So we're confident in our plan and ready to move forward.
And for our organizational structure, we have Kevin as a project manager, Nabil as a UI UX designer, Rafi as a system analyst, Nadia Ferianasari as a front-end developer, Nisa Azadora as a back-end developer, and last one is Arif Febrini Putri as a QA engineer. That's all of our presentation, and we would like to apologize previously if we have made any mistake, and thank you for all of your attention.